Yo, welcome back to another video, man. It's your main man, Steezy Lit. We back in this bed, man. Hey, man, today what we got going on, we have when gangster rappers humble entitled rappers. If you guys ready for this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. I know you would too, all right? Let's go ahead and get into the video, okay?
One rapper makes his op cry on camera, and another destroys someone's entire career. We have times when rappers are humbling entitled rappers. 21 Savage had to put Soulja Boy in his place when homie thought he could disrespect Metro Boomin's late mother. It pops off over some old tweet from 2012 where Metro clowned Soulja about falling off after 2010. And when that tweet resurfaced, Soulja Boy started wilding on Instagram, flexing like he was gonna do something to Metro cause he'd been in the game longer. Dude was really out here demanding Metro delete a decade-old tweet like he had that kind of pull.
He talking about what tweet? This tweet right here, bitch. My phone ring and come to the studio with Jeezy. Your phone ring to send Soulja Boy a pack of beats. Sit down. It took that nigga 4 hours to delete this tweet. I'm slapping the fuck out both of y'all. What you talking about? Or what?
That's when 21 stepped in, and Soulja went back on IG to respond.
British rapper? What the f? You from Britain? Your name is Shea Ben Abraham Joseph. You was born in Britain. My name is DeAndre Cortez. Wait, I'm from the West Side Zone when I was born in Chicago, nigga. Wipe your nose. What you talking about? You was a bitch. You been pushing this since you been on tour with Drake. You been pushing your whole life.
But Soulja
Nah, not gonna lie. Talking this crazy is wild work. Like I feel like some of the stuff Soulja Boy be saying, it's like he really be down to crash out. I never seen Soulja Boy crash out, but how he talk, it sound like he be ready to crash out.
cross that line you're not supposed to cross. Started talking crazy about Metro's mom, who had just passed away in August 2022. May she rest in peace. That's when 21 had to let him know this ain't that type of party. 21 Savage, who everybody knows doesn't play about respect, sent a clear message. Speaking on somebody's mom like that, it's a game that's gonna make you go out sad. Soulja goes off at Savage again, but he realized that he'd gone too far.
You feel what I'm saying? At 21, you still a bitch. Fuck you talking about? 21, you still a bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, pussy ass nigga. I just ain't like what I said about the Metro shit. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of, you know. I look back at that shit, I was like, that was kind of fucked up. But 21, you still a bitch, nigga.
But if you thought making someone backtrack on camera was wild,
High key. At least he didn't get off his pivot of, you know what I'm saying, like disrespecting the man. But it's like all right, you talk about somebody dead parents, it's like you definitely crossing a line that dudes will crash out over. It's one thing talking about them, but then somebody deceased parents or, you know what I'm saying, or a sick family member, things of that nature, it's all right, bro. You're crossing a line you shouldn't be crossing right now. Dudes will really crash out over that.
wait until you hear how this next rapper had this tough guy running for safety into club. Now this popped off with the game thinking he could sun Dirk over some beef with Tyga. Now Dirk and Tyga had their own situation brewing, and the game decided to jump in the mix. He hopped on Tyga's track, Chirac to LA, thinking he could just dismiss Dirk like he was some nobody. Game was out here spitting bars like, Tyga hit me like Dirk dissing. Dirk Nowinski? Dirk who? Never heard of niggas. Like Dirk wasn't already making noise in Chicago. But the game found out quick that Dirk was really about that action. When they ran into each other at a club in LA, Dirk wasn't trying to hear none of that I didn't know who you were talk. Both crews started getting loud with each other, but everybody in the building could see Dirk and his crew were ready for whatever. The very next day, the game hit Twitter talking about how beef was squashed, and Dirk co-signed the message.
Not gonna lie, you gotta know, like some dudes, when dudes come from a certain background, you gotta know, all right, you know, so I can't play with this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes got a history of knocking dudes off. I'm sorry, bro. They got a history of knocking dudes off. And on Baby, these dudes had this history, public knowledge for a long time.
But the game couldn't drop back. He goes on an interview, later trying to flip the script, acting like he tracked Dirk down and ignored him because of his size.
I stand with him. Beans called me last night.
Okay.
He called me the day before originally, upset on my phone, right? Talked to him, we had a conversation. He called me last night.
I'm gonna tell you what he said.
And the first thing out his mouth was, I apologize.
Dirk wasn't having none of that, Cap. He called Game out on Twitter, exposing how he was trying to change the narrative. The way Dirk put it was simple. He found me, LOL WTF, and glad I'm not a Twitter gangster. Everybody knew what that meant. Game wasn't keeping it a buck about what really went down in LA that night. And now, speaking of getting humbled in person, this next situation shows exactly what happens when you try to claim you're bigger than one of the greatest to ever do it. Young Thug had to remind French Montana that there's some claims you just can't make without getting checked. This whole situation kicks off in April 2020 with French running his mouth on Twitter, claiming he could go hit for hit with Kendrick Lamar. French was out here really acting like he had the same impact as K-Dot, talking about how he'd been making hits longer. Now, the internet was already clowning French for that wild take, but Thug wasn't gonna let that disrespect slide. He hops on IG to let French know that he was tripping, but instead of taking the L gracefully, French flips it on Thug, bringing up how Thug wore a dress in his No Stylist video, like that was supposed to mean something.
Stupid ass nigga say he got more hits than Kendrick Lamar.
And that's when shit got real.
Hey, Thug, man. Thank you for wearing that skirt for me on No Styles. You heard? Hold the cap.
Hold the cap.
You though.
Thug tried keeping it civil at first, telling French not to get in his feelings.
French Montana.
Listen, bro. Get out of your feelings. I'm only speaking from an artist standpoint. You do not have nowhere near more hits than Kendrick Lamar whatsoever. You probably won't ever have more hits than Buddy. So, get that out of your head. I don't know what you're taking, but get that out of your head.
But French wasn't trying to hear it. He doubles down by posting a picture of Thug wearing a skirt. But Thug...
Nah, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Get that out of your head.
But French wasn't trying to hear it. He doubles down by posting a...
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. This is crazy. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. This is crazy.
Picture of Thug wearing a skirt. But Thug takes it a step further when he posts a video of himself outside a house French used to own, letting everybody know he could get French touched whenever he felt like it. The message was crystal clear. Thug had that kind of pull French could only rap about. French must have finally got that message because a few days later, he was telling Fat Joe how the whole thing got squashed. Luckily for French, the beef had died down way before Thug had to make good on any of his promises.
You know what I'm saying? It was a miscommunication about something. And as far as the Kendrick thing...
But if threatening to pull up at someone's spot was wild, well then you gotta see how this next rapper handled someone trying to dodge a $5,000 debt. Lil Baby showed everybody why you don't play with his money when he had to press YK Osiris at Icebox.
High key, YK Osiris owed everybody bread. It was like a span between 2021 to like 2024 where this nigga owed every single artist in the industry bread. It was actually crazy work.
This goes down in November 2021 with Baby spotting Osiris trying to do some shopping at the Atlanta jewelry spot. Baby wasn't about to let Osiris cop new ice when he still owed him 5 racks from way back.
Oh, sorry, let me get my 5 in, man.
I can't wait to get you. I can't.
You right now.
He's so funny. He's so funny, man.
I'm dead. See, you know, I made raps go up and down. You up right now, don't worry about it.
Man, this is so rich, man.
Wait on your next hit.
Nah, let me tell you how you rich you. You don't even bother me about that.
Want me to wait on your next hit?
Yeah, hell yeah. I got you too. Yeah.
Well, owe me 5,000, man. I'm waiting on your next hit.
3,000.
I'm gonna invoice your label.
Invoice.
Invoice your label. I'm gonna try to win, man.
You so rich, you don't even care about the vibe.
I know, but I see you. You know, when you're a player, you don't have nobody when they owe you till you see him. And when you see him, you like, hey, come on.
I asked you, I told you not to say this. I told you where you at.
Don't text me.
Even me.
You gotta text me.
Look, hold on.
Like, baby, I didn't text you.
When I owe him, he don't text me. He just wait till you see me.
Look. Last time when I prayed over you, I came, you said come to the house. Well, I did. Came right to the house.
Yeah, but I tried this time, you owe me. Come back to the house.
That nigga owe him multiple times. Not gonna lie, that's actually wild work. Multiple times you owe a dude bread. It's like, why you keep asking bro for bread? Where your bread at? Where your funds at, King? Yo, if y'all like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. I know you would too, all right? Hey, man, let's have a conversation down below. King.